stop trying to, yeah, cause you gotta make some type of decision on that.
Man, he can't just be. And he got like next year his fourth season, and he got 5-year contract. But we got the team option, so. But they like, how the fuck do you not play a nigga the year before, and you come into the next year, but you gonna pay him?
True.
Or you gonna let him hit the market? If he hit the market, his shit gone.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take him.
Somebody's gonna take a risk on him, but just to see what do we have.
It'll be a dumb motherfucker. Then you're gonna be mad because it's always the same motherfuckers who do shit like that. You gonna fuck around, go to the Eagles or the Chiefs or some wild shit like that, and just be a backup.
Yeah. And then, waste his daggone time, basically.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal.
I don't even know if I played San Fran last year. No, I didn't.
An important one for his entire offense, but for him especially, he wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that, and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down on is the
I need this to be an in and out situation.
KaVontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down at 5. They'll try and run again with Blue. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He's about to have the first time in history one division made by all black
quarterbacks. It creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He takes this one down almost
Jalen Hurts.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So firmly inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
I like his demeanor. That's the only thing I like about him. He has a very just cool, calm. I'm even killed pretty much the same way all the damn time.
So just 3 yards on the completion.
I fuck up and do good. It's no matter.
Bring up second down.
That's what I saw out of Jaden Daniels last year.
Here's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
You got a ring, though.
Good drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective,
is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking in zone, but it's in.
Oh, I skip a lot of them. Once my players start doing, unless I got certain players, I'm trying to make sure I can
To
cover.
the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Other than that,
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
yeah.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Run that down.
It's been a tough go
Run
for them.
that.
These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed
He's talking about he
good.
gonna be running a
And
lot
the
this
Cowboys
year.
are
I'm
going to jump
like,
back
hey,
to a 3-0 lead. So
Hey,
they're
man,
able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT.
he can still move.
Field goal, you'll
It's
take
just one of those like,
it.
we don't need to put him in any more risk than we already do.
The rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers
just
offense
how I
ready for
want
their
it.
second drive.
Set the man up.
They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're
What's
ready
up,
to go
Chad?
as they
My
begin
bad, I
again
ain't
with
paying
1st and
attention.
10.
I'm just over here.
They give him
chilling.
4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of
Got a
4
bunch of old
yards
school
here to
stuff
pick
on
up
it,
the
though.
first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Yeah.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Open man to time in Luke Schoonmaker. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, it's Blue. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen.
We got that.
And
We got
that'll set
that.
up the 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm liking the way this paper is, man. I haven't thought that.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They go with blue between the tackles.
That nigga knocked the fullback out and
now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his
Fred
fault.
Warner,
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
No, I'm playing the fucking 49.
On their first 2 possessions,
first game of the season.
So field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
Well, first game of the new season. Okay, that's fine.
You won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
But they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it?
Yeah,
in this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
He fumbled.
Ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfying grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
I wish they'd speed up this upgrade fucking nose screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here's
Purdy.
Harrison Jr. was 10 years
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run. Set him downs. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Man, I'm in the 2nd quarter. I'm about to be in the 3rd.
Purdy now to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. That's a good completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get it for you, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Prescott off play action. We'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were
Improve
playing
your arm
deep.
on this, 'cause
That
you
makes it
launched
obviously
that.
a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get
Oh,
there.
I might have made it
It's
if
no
I'd have
good.
kicked it straight.
And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
There we go, Michael.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First down, and they go right back to blue. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find.
Hey, Mo. What was it in the trunk? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Huh?
I go out and make sure this shit. I don't even know if this shit in my car. But it gotta be though. Let me see. What I need? My house keys. Cause the rental office ain't got no key, and I know the door unlocked, but I just don't trust that.
Ghost will fuck around and turn the lock.
Yeah, Brian, and they'll be locked out forever. Like, and then they gonna be bitching because they ain't got no key. Let's see. Always doing some shit. Glad I ain't pushed start game yet.
You'd have been pissed. Yeah, you'd have been mad as shit if you'd started.
That John was in there. Yep. This is why supposed to have a light on us. Or have anything to do with see where that blue light is. Oh.
I know I'm about to move this damn ball though, chat. I know that. Thanks for being patient with me. Appreciate everybody watching. I always like to reinforce this is a 420 friendly stream, so please don't be offended about anything I do on here. I do not condone minors or anyone not of age to partake in anything that they shouldn't partake in. I have to put that disclaimer out there.
The right formula to come out with the victory. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Touchdown, Cowboys! That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Get out there. Here we go, 47.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
His ass got out there fast, though. What?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
The way to clean it up, Micah.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The way to clean it up, Micah.
2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Purdy. Young man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
But we didn't get the opportunity to throw the ball last
So
time.
Prescott
Anything
and the Cowboys
last
now
time.
with a
Thank you,
1st and
Turpin.
10
Good job.
at their own 16. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I definitely appreciate it.
Dropped.
Thanks for
Successful
coming
start to the
through.
drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And now we get into the
I
psychology
appreciate
of the
it.
whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Definitely appreciate the follow.
41-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott.
Good shit, CD.
Bad catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be...
Let's see that again. Let's witness that again.
First
My
down.
boy, Pee Wee Ryan.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
He got smacked.
Ball
Don't
on
do
the
that
39.
again.
Here's the 2nd and 5.
39-yard line.
On to give, this is Blue. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash.
Pick that little young fella up in the draft.
That'll be enough for another first down at will.
First down and goal to go.
Prescott now.
Pick that young nigga up in the draft.
It's Nash. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter
Thanks everyone for coming
3.
through, blessing me with your presence.
And able to get this out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to more possessions.
It's a game of 7 on the
That
ground.
was
Second
hurry up.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night.
Yeah,
Prime
make it
Time.
happen, Kyle.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now Purdy. We'll get this
Oh, I didn't even notice his little ass was right there.
Oh boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Has his man, that's James. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I whiffed
Another
on
big
that.
hitter there. This one good for
I
18.
definitely did whiff
So
on that.
from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25.
Trying to move this damn ball now and all of a sudden.
A gain of 14. First down, 49.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll get this into the
Got
hands
the
of
shit out of me.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard
They
line.
made that nigga jump all the way over there. I'm like, dang.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
That is caught. And across the charge into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk.
Good shit. They got good shit.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
That nigga got there fast.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go draw here. Blue. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 55 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go again with Blue. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Call all the damn timeouts they want. There ain't nothing you can do about that.
1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Dallas, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the 49ers...
that's going to be an answer. I said, it's only 9:30. Okay, yeah, still some time. Let me go. Hold on.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100. Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration set to 100.
Football is back. I'm Scott Hanson, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the 49ers. And it's some big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Malik Neighbors. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Giants wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Okay, got a big week this week against the Commanders. All right. We about to go ahead and get our Jiggity J road for this game. We're going to put up some more passing. Don't worry about that. All right. And yes, if you wonder in the background, that is my face. Glowing back there, that is my logo. Built it myself. What other games are y'all everybody into? What is something else that y'all would want me to play? I'm always curious on what everybody else plays, the type of stuff they play. I mean, between my Xbox, I got about 700 games on there in my library, so I play almost anything. I'm not really picky on what I play. We got a treacherous 3 games. 49 is okay, but we should be good. CD only had 5 receptions. I need to get him the ball more. But I think I need to bump the time. I think we down a minute. We were supposed to be there. We missed out on 4 whole minutes of the game because it's on, what's your name? So I'll make sure I turn that up and everything. I need to get my coaching back up point because I was bull jiving on my coaching, and one of my daggone major coaches left. I'm sitting here, I had Kellen Moore, I got rid of his daggone butt. But no, I'm not gonna overdo CeeDee Lamb neither. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna make sure I feed him, but I want to try to get Pickens to at least get his superstar. If I can get Pickens at a superstar, oh man, that'll be. But I think I gotta have like 2 or 3 breakout games with him. So I'm thinking about moving Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and changing them out for a couple games just to give Pickens more opportunities for the ball. just gotta make sure I utilize him. My man Blue, he's a lot better, so I ain't worried about him now. Ain't gonna be trying to run his ass a lot, so we gotta keep him under control, keep him under Jaden Daniels' butt, gotta keep him under wraps, make sure he don't be trying to gash us. I need to scout their team for real to know who out there, but I do that some he out, so I ain't worried about him. Alright, we got our in-game J-Roll, so we good. We good on that. Let me put up all the stuff, put my stuff up. Okie dokie, we in there like swimwear, we in there. Only thing I'm missing, chat, is some snacks. All right, let me work out my weekly strategy and everything like that. Hold on, let me spend my coaching points. Let me get those out the way real quick, because I need to really, I need to upgrade this dude. Definitely my defensive coordinator. So if I can get him higher, so what do I bring up? need your ass to get better, for real. I really, really need you to get better. So thank you that you are getting some upgrades, because you need them. Yes, you need them. Because you just been alright. Got that. Everything's done. Everything's together. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Let me change the time. Shit, see, that was changed too. So let me put that back by 8 minutes. Then it's my last game for probably the stream. Let me go ahead and get some good time, man. Good time, man. Good times. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The rushing numbers for Blue a week ago. 18 carries, 75 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they go play action. Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep. Going to give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Daniels. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They hand it off. It's Blue. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Hey, I'm back. All right.
Get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by center. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Prescott finds Pickens out right. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 12. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 1. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Final play of the half. Prescott steps away. And he's caught by Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson in our halftime report. Scott.
Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Vikings get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Devontae Smith making a 70-yard touchdown grab. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the lefty, Michael Penix, one of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons with the lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Prescott.
I didn't even see you.
He's taken down.
Wow, I didn't even see him.
Remember, it's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's Prescott. Targets land on the comebacker. Pass is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Thanks, CD.
27 yards there, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
I didn't see him the first one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This 2nd and 4. Prescott down. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott on play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second, people.
it's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Prescott. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So on fourth down, Prescott off and on his armory for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
19, Tiger, now go!
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go! Touch the Viking, ain't it?
Throwing now is Daniels. Dumps this one off to Algier.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. This one is down he goes. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshown. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their dope.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Yeah, they have.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Still going.
But CeeDee Lamb comes through in the clutch.
Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Runs over him and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw is Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll get this complete.
I mean, you just tackle him, boy. He would have taken it to field goal.
As they're able to get the third down conversion.
Stop it.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now
nowhere to go. Here he lost it.
That's it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Good shit,
the
y'all.
pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Final minute now of the third quarter. Prescott. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 14.
They dick the shit out of me.
It gets him a first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything, just to leave yourself open to hits like that.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Algier diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that almost Just their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Prescott yet again. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run again with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Blue will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Lane.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here now, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And he is across.
Oh my God, y'all.
And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
Wow.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
That was the most bullshit of that.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Yeah, I'm going to quit that. Yeah, I'm going to quit that. I'm starting that over. I got to start that over. I could not. Nah. That was baloney. Oh, my gosh. How? I had it on a fucking spy. Like, I put the perp. Oh, my gosh. That was... EA.
10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott looks to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On play action, Prescott out to his left. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cowboys are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 32. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Prescott in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Throwing, Prescott.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God. Man, what the hell am I doing out here? I'm just throwing shit up there like that for them to just grab it.
It's in the game.
I am playing like some his ass.
or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, always a thrill to be here, always a thrill to have you folks with us. And we are underway from Landover. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run again with Blue. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown with his stick skills. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They go play action. Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To the air goes Daniels. Dumps this one off to Algier. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive starts with a run by Blue. Spinning past him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's Prescott. pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Prescott completes this one to Pickens. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to keep this again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Here's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Donovan Ezeraku. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Donovan Ezeraku drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Austin Seibert's on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go again with Blue. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Fuck, no, I didn't. I didn't put enough on it.
That's on target, but it's no good.
Fuck.
He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The final shot before break. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Daniels. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point
I
by
picked the wrong play and couldn't get the fuck out of
It will
it.
take us to the end of the first half of play.
Not meant to win.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Now Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And now look at this, big game.
Good shit, y'all.
Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by
One of the last one, look.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Oh, that should be fine.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Blue. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Blue trying the right side. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, 194 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, it's Blue. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it with Blue. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboy right side of the field.
Motherfucker. Ball.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. In motion left comes Brown.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
247 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the draw, here's Blue. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing, Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. To the air goes Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commanders first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got this to Algier. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught once again by Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, they run with blue. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it. Here's Blue. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and
takes it with just over 30 seconds left. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
I restarted all them damn
just
times.
like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Dallas, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next.
Excuse me. That's a soda belch right there. And let me get my butt home. I got to eat. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to be in here, but
a great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's Jaden Blue. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Cowboys are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Cleveland Browns. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson, 54 yards to the house. The Falcons get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Drake May finding the man they call Pop, Demario Douglas. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Patriots get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
a great night. I appreciate everybody stopping through. I appreciate the new sub and the new follower. Thank you for coming through, blessing me with your presence. Please tune in again. I'll be back again. Try to do something again tomorrow, but I'm not sure because like we got a doctor's appointment. But some things have changed around, so I probably will be able to be back. So who knows? But appreciate everybody coming through. Peace out.